All right. Good morning and welcome to 5 Minutes or More with Pastor. It is Monday, November 2nd. Hope you're having a good Monday today. And just want to share some quick thoughts with you. Got a lot actually on a Monday going on. With our family, I have a kid going to the coast with a friend for the day. Um, and some other things that, with it being the first of the week, Cassie um, wants to go shopping. And the boys love to be a part of that, especially at the beginning of the week as well, because that's when we buy the most food, or the beginning of the month as well. And so they want to get in on the, snack choosing. One of the boys is asked to go to the park today. They just want to go be outside and play in the park. And so a lot of moving parts today, and obviously work to do. Um, and one of the things that, and I understand the joke, a lot of times people will say, "Well, man, it must be nice to be a pastor. You just, you only work on one day a week, and you probably like golf the other 5 or 6 days of the week, or something like that." And I get the joke. I do, and sometimes it's humorous, and sometimes it's like whatever. Um, because typically Sunday's the one day where we, you know, we're at church and we're preaching and those kinds of things. But um, especially right now, and I'm just telling you, it drives me crazy. Especially right now during the current state of our society, I spend a lot of my day right here at the office, studying for Sunday mornings, studying for Sunday nights, studying for Wednesday, the Wednesday Christianity, cults, and false religions, prepping already for 2021, doing correspondence or financial stuff, or um, I have like I always talk about, I have a list that I keep every day and work through it, and prepping for 5 minutes or more. I know you guys can't see it, but over here I have a marker board that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different projects that I'm working on at any given time, as well as kind of what's coming up next in the preaching schedule, so that I can be preparing for that. And so um, I do want to let you know that I don't just do 5 minutes or more, turn it off and then go do whatever I want to. Usually trying to fill my days with work, and then obviously searching for a church building and all that goes along with that as well. And so I would appreciate your prayers for me throughout this work, throughout this week, that the Lord would allow me to be and do everything that He wants me to be and to do. And so I appreciate many of you who either tune in live or at other times have an opportunity to do that as well. And I just want to share with you some thoughts from Proverbs chapter 8. Um, in verses 34 through 36, the end of the chapter. Before I read them, let me say this: wisdom personified is speaking. Wisdom is speaking here. And wisdom says this: "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All that hate me love death." And that last statement is a strong statement. Wisdom says, "All that hate me love death." On the East Coast of America, there's this really strange happening where, on a regular occurrence, it appears that pilot whales at times just commit mass suicide. They will swim from the depths of the ocean and lunge and throw themselves onto the sandy beaches of the East Coast, and they'll do it. There's been times where there's been up to 100 of them, and scientists are still trying to figure out, what in the world is going on. That they'll go out there and they'll try to redirect them. They'll try to pull them back out to the ocean, but they'll still find a way to make their way to the coast and jump on shore and die on shore. And they're trying to figure out what's going on, and maybe it's some sort of follow the leader type of thing that's really going on there. And sometimes we look at that and go, what are they doing? Like, you almost want to go, how stupid can you be? Like, what is going on? And then I realize that we as believers, we as human beings as well, sometimes do that too. Um, when we choose sin over biblical wisdom, my sinful behavior and your sinful behavior is self destructive. And God says that through his wisdom that we find in his word, he's given us a sea of life to live in abundantly and to enjoy, just like the whale has the ocean. But for some reason, we keep finding ourselves jumping back at the shore on the shore of sinfulness, that the Bible says, all they that hate me love death. That there's no doubt, blessed is the person who obeys wisdom's instruction. And here's the reason why. Because obedience always leads to life, but disobedience always ultimately leads to death. And sometimes I'm like that pilot whale. I have the depths of God's wisdom and graciousness to live in and enjoy. But I keep catching myself swimming towards the shore, towards something that would kill me. But Jesus Christ provides for us the source of joy, the source of abiding life. That anyone who hates wisdom, the Bible says, is acting as if they love death. And so God, like he asked Joshua in Joshua chapter 24, or as Joshua declares, or as God confronts, I guess, Joshua and says to him and to the people of Israel, choose you this day whom you will serve. And the reality is, we have a choice today. Will I love wisdom and swim in the depths of wisdom that God gives me? Or will I go towards and be attracted towards something that will ultimately lead to death? I want to encourage you this morning, choose wisdom. Choose wisdom, and every time choose wisdom. That begins by spending some time alone with the Lord, in his word, and in prayer every single day. Say, God, I need your wisdom, because I know that will give me life abundantly, joyfully. And so, Lord, help me to seek after wisdom today. Hope you have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you later.